Happy Wednesday afternoon. It's been quite a while since I made a video, and welcome everyone to my channel. My channel's name is Booties and Bonnets, and I thought today I had some exciting things to share. It's been a while, a couple weeks. I was in South Dakota visiting my in-laws. My father-in-law is in rehab and things are going well. So we went to visit him and my husband's mother, and we were there for Mother's Day, which was really nice. And we really enjoyed the drive there to South Dakota. My two kids, Elizabeth, she's 27, and my son Scott, he's 24. They came along with us. And I was so thrilled to be able to visit with them because I don't get to see them very often. As some of you know, my son is studying in Japan, and he's really enjoying it there. He's going for his master's degree, and he says that Japanese people are just so kind and courteous, and it's like a new world, very clean. You can walk around and there's no garbage around. Everybody's very respectful. So he's totally enjoying it, really enjoying being there. And he's met many students from other countries, which he loves, from Belgium and Germany and other places. So I am so happy for my son and my daughter. She's a travel nurse, so she came back from Portland, Oregon, and she's kind of in between jobs. So I was really glad to see her. So I have little Rose here, and I thought if I get a chance, I'll dress her. She's the Precious Gift sculpt, and as some of you know, I created her myself. I painted her, and she's wearing a little t-shirt with a mama sheep and a baby sheep. So she's just darling. I love her, and I thought, well, it's been a while since I changed her, and it's time to change her. And here she is. I painted her hair. And she is so nice to hold, very cuddly, and she weighs about 4.5 pounds, so she's a good sized baby, and she loves to sleep so much. She loves sleeping, and she's got a little gloss on her lips, as you can see. So she's a joy to have. At first, when I started painting, I was a little afraid to try it, but I think the more dolls I paint, the more comfortable I become, and I learn different techniques and everything. So here's little Rose, and I named her Rose because she has really pink cheeks. I love her little pink cheeks. So there she is. So a couple weeks ago, I ordered a kit from Bountiful Baby. I had a coupon for 50% off, and I thought this is my chance to purchase a kit and paint another baby. And so I fell in love with this sculpt that I'm going to show you. And it took me a couple weeks to paint her and everything, and when I was done, I looked at her and I thought she looked so much like my daughter when she was a baby. And I know some of you are artists, and you visualize a doll before you start painting her or him, and you kind of imagine what they're going to look like, but they don't always turn out the way you thought. But this little baby girl, I thought turned out so sweet, and she just reminded me so much of my daughter, and her name is Elizabeth, and so I named this little doll Elizabeth. So I'm going to show you what she turned out like, and I'm so excited to show everyone. So here we go. It's going to be a little blanket reveal, and her name is Elizabeth. There she is. And I bought her for half off. The kit was half off, and I just adored her. I thought her little face I love her little face. She's a little more serious of a baby. And she has dark blue, baby blue eyes. And I painted brown eyebrows on her. And I painted her hair. I know some of you might think, oh, I've seen better hair than that. But this is my style, and I love the way she turned out. I like painting hair, and I tried different techniques. So here she is. She's got kind of a reddish brown hair. And like I said, I decided to name her Elizabeth because she reminds me so much of my daughter. Don't you? You just remind me so much of my little girl Elizabeth, who's now 27. So she has a little, she's the Savannah sculpt, if anybody's wondering. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the Savannah sculpt, but she's not a smiley baby. She's a little more serious, and when I painted her, she turned out a little more. She has a little more modeling than I thought she was going to have. But I like my babies with a little more modeling. As you can see, her little arm, she's got kind of pink around it, and she's got a little closed fist, and then she's got an open hand. I'll show you the open hand here. I love babies with open hands and closed hands. So here's her little hand, and you can see I love the way her hand kind of opens up here. So there she is. And I put some gloss on her fingernails, and her little knuckles have a little bit of pink to them, as you can see. And you can see the veining. She's got veining on her hands and on her legs. But anyway, she's such a peaceful looking baby. My daughter always was that way when she was a baby. You could put her on a blanket and she would just sit there for hours playing with toys and hardly ever cried or anything. And she would just look around, and this little baby just reminds me of that. She reminds me of my daughter. So, but there she is. And she weighs about 4 pounds, so she's a good sized baby. But I'll show you her legs so you can see how her legs turned out. She's got a little bit of modeling on her legs too. Under her feet I put some veining. It's a little more prominent, but I think her modeling came out really nice. And she's got nice veins. She looks very realistic. So there's Elizabeth. I wanted you to welcome Elizabeth. She's a little sweetheart. And this little outfit she is wearing, my daughter gave me for Mother's Day. It's a Carter's, what do you call those, rompers. So my daughter, I said, I kind of requested, I said if she didn't know what to get me for Mother's Day and my birthday, I would love to get a little romper for her, or a little outfit. So this is the outfit she picked. So it's got like blue flowers and red flowers and little bluish or green flowers, kind of aqua color flowers. And then it's got little red bows going down and little white snaps. And it's a white, the background is white. So she has that. And then the sleeves are kind of she's got little ruffles on her sleeves. This baby has 3/4 limb arms and legs. So I think she's 3/4, both 3/4. So, and I added little eyelashes to her eyes, as you can see. And I love her blue eyes. It's like they're really looking at you. I think they turned out so pretty. So, and my daughter has blue eyes. So here's Elizabeth, and I put a magnet in her mouth so she can take a pacifier, which I really like doing that. You can see her little ears. There they are, her ears and her hair. And I haven't learned how to root hair yet, so I'm still kind of painting here. I enjoy doing that. So there's her hair. And oh, she is so nice to hold. As you all know, if you have reborns, they're so nice. They're so cuddly and so nice to hold and squishy and whatever. So she brings me a lot of comfort, especially now that my kids are gone again. I get I get sad. I think as a mom, we all get sad when our kids leave again, but she's brought me a lot of joy these last couple weeks, or 3 weeks. So I'll put her right here. As you all know, this is the royal week this week. Will and Megan are going to be getting married, and so I'm pretty excited about that. I've been watching a lot of stuff about royalty on TV, and I don't know if any of you are big fans of the royal wedding or royalty, but I sure am. So we can keep talking while I dress little Rose. I'm gonna leave Elizabeth here. She's all dressed in her summery outfit. It's been pretty warm out lately. It's been in the 70s finally here in Wisconsin, so I'm so happy about that. So I thought I'd dress little Rose because she's worn this outfit for quite some time. So I'm going to get her dressed, and then we can chat a little bit. So there we go. So I thought I'll show you what she's going to wear. I love yellow, so she's going to have that on her hair, on her head, little roses. And I bought this little dress, and it's got little ducks and like sunflowers with little blue middles and blue stems. And I love that dress with all the little ducks. So it looks very summery. So I'll put that on her, and then she's got some pantaloons, and they're white, so that'll look cute under her dress. And I thought I'll put this onesie on, since it's a sleeveless shirt a sleeveless dress that she's going to be wearing. So I thought I'd put that on. So we'll put little Rose here. So yeah, I've been watching a lot of specials about the royal family on TV. I'm really excited about that. In the early 80s, when I was in high school, I was a big royal fan, and I loved Princess Diana. And I was so sad when she was killed in that car accident. I think she was just a remarkable woman, and she did so much for humanity and everything, and to this day I really miss her. But it's nice that it's exciting to see these other weddings, other royal weddings, and the royal family growing, and Will and Will and Kate and Harry. Oh, it's Harry. Harry's getting married this weekend, isn't he? Harry and Meghan. And I'm so happy for them that they found the right person to get married to. So, and I'm happy for the royal family also. So I plan on getting up early Saturday morning around 5 o'clock and watching the wedding. I think there's always so much to these weddings. They're very special. So I don't know if any of you are going to be getting up to watch the wedding. I think a lot of people are. It's kind of fun to watch. And so anyway, I'm going to dress little Rose here. So yeah, Princess Diana, I've always admired her, and I have many books about her and her life. And I'm currently reading a book about her butler, that he would help her with many things when she was married to Prince Charles. So I'm reading that book, and it's really interesting. So anyway, and the weather here has been gorgeous. It's been around, like I said, mid-70s finally. It was such a cold winter. we're all glad that that's done with. And I'm hoping you're all getting nice warm weather where you're at. Um, Actually, I don't mind the heat. I'd rather have it be in the 80s or even 90s instead of the 30s and 20s. So anyway, so my mother-in-law and father-in-law are doing fine. My father-in-law is going to be moving back into the assisted living with my mother-in-law, so I'm really happy for them. He's got such a good attitude about life and everything, and he's in his 90s now, but he's always been very active in his life. And my mother-in-law has a very good attitude too. She's always been a good cook, and so my kids have a lot of memories of their grandparents growing up. I don't know if any of you have in-laws or grandparents still living. It's nice to keep that close connection with your family. I really think that's really important. So anyway, and we had a nice time with my son here and my daughter. We had a really nice time. Oh, these are kind of neat. I think they slip on like this. All right. I'm trying to figure out how to put this dress on. There we go. So my son was here like 5 days, and then we went to South Dakota, and he just got to relax a lot. He's been very busy. He's taking like five classes for his master's degree, plus he's working besides that, and he's also he does research for his job. So he's got a lot of things. Imagine taking 5 or 6 courses, college courses. That's a lot of courses to be taking. But he enjoys it very much. And I wish he was a little closer. Japan is kind of far away. But we're hoping to go in September to visit him. And I don't know if any of you have ever been to Japan, but it's fun to travel. See new things. So there she is. She's got her ducky dress on. And then my daughter, she's going to be working at a camp this summer with children, and from ages 11 all the way to age 18 or 19. And they do a lot of camping. They have camping trips, and they have cabins where they stay. And my daughter's going to be a nurse there, so if the kids get sick, she's always on call. So if something comes up, she's available. It can be anything from a skinned knee to a broken bone to a high fever to somebody having an asthma attack. So she's going to be the nurse there, and she's pretty excited about that job. She had it last summer too. She had that job, and she really liked it. So here is little Rose. What do you all think? She's got her little dress, her little duck dress, and I'm going to leave her barefoot, of course, because it's summertime almost, and babies like to be barefoot. Look at that. So she's got her little feet showing. I love this sculpt because she's got a lot of creases, if you can see all the creases on her feet. So there she is. Now she feels a lot cooler than she did before. So there she is. I'll put her right here next to little Elizabeth. And oh, they've been such good sisters. They keep each other company. I don't know if I told you, I'm trying to sell a couple dolls, and right now I have somebody who's very interested in selling one of my other dolls. I mean, buying one of my other dolls, and I'm so excited about that. I hope it all goes well and I can sell it. Being a beginning artist, I have to be patient, and I realize that. So there are many reborns out there to pick from, to choose from. So what do you all think of little Rose? And little Elizabeth, there she is. Look at that. Yes, my two babies. There. Last time I think I had the little boys, so I decided I have little girls this time. I'd show off my little girls. Oh, and here's a little rattle. It has, it's like a little flower with pink petals and pink and aqua color stripes. So that's a little rattle, and it has Velcro, so you can put it around their wrist. So there she is. I'm enjoying watching all your videos again. My gosh, if you don't watch them for a couple days, there's so many new ones out there, and I love all the new babies, and I just love watching all the YouTube videos. So thank you for all the new ones and all the new babies that we get to see and enjoy. I love being part of this community of reborn mommies and daddies. So I was going to show you a book about royalty, being that it's Royal Week. And let's see, here we go. I got these things for their hair. I'll put them on later, but anyway, I love these little bows, little lace with little aqua flower, aqua color flower. Those are for their hair. And here's a little yellow one, so I'll be putting that on her hair. They'll look so cute. I love those bands, hair bands. My mom said, "How come you never put any of those on Elizabeth?" And I said she would have just taken it off right away. She never liked things on her hair or on her head, so I don't think she would have liked it. She would not have liked those things. So, but there she is. Elizabeth seems so happy with her little bunny, and little Rose seems happy with her little bunny. There we go. So I've got this book about with Princess Diana, and it's the Life magazine. So I was going to show you a couple wedding pictures of when she got married. You probably remember, I don't know how many of you remember the wedding, but that was in 1981. And there's Princess Diana with Charles. I remember getting up at 5:30 in the morning to watch them. And I love her dress with all the lace and everything. So there's Diana. And here's some more pictures of her wedding. Oh, look at how beautiful. Oh my gosh, that train was really long. So there's her wedding. I'll be curious to see what Megan is going to wear this weekend. Oh, and that must be the church that they got married at. I forget what the name of it is, but, and oh my goodness, look at all the footmen, the horsemen, and her carriage, where she got to go in with her beautiful dress. So that is amazing. She was always so graceful, I thought. Oh, I love this picture with Princess Diana and all the flower girls. I think it's gorgeous. Look at the beautiful flowers. And I love the cream-colored dresses. And there's a Queen Mother over here. I think that's Prince Charles' mother. Yeah. So anyway, there they are, all pretty with their flowers and dresses. So, oh, and this one, look at that. I love that dress. Yep. And her ring. Kate has that ring now, which is kind of neat. I like that, the fact that it can be carried down to other relatives. So there's Princess Diana and Prince Charles. And the famous kiss up on the balcony. I just love that. Oh boy. So anyway, I thought I'd show you that. I love the cover of this with that crown. Isn't she gorgeous? So, and the reason I named my daughter Elizabeth was because I love royalty. And when she was born, she looked like Elizabeth to me. So now I have a little Elizabeth Reborn doll. So I named her Elizabeth, and Rose, and here's Rose. So I hope you're all doing well, and enjoy the beautiful weather that we're getting now. And now June, July, August, hopefully it'll be beautiful and warm weather again. So thank you for watching, and yeah, till next time, I hope you're all happy and healthy, that you stay happy and healthy. And for those of you who are not feeling well, I pray that you get well soon. So thank you for watching my channel. See ya until next time. Bye-bye.